Shep playing with the mask, did it do anything to you? Obviously, you had some success with it.
It felt great. I was practicing with it yesterday, and right after the game, I started to get fitted for one. So I was kind of used to playing with it, before the game started. That was cool. It was great.
And then to make some of the shots that you did with some of your teammates in foul trouble in the first half, what kind of a spark did you think that provided?
I knew I had to step up. We had a couple guys down and a couple guys in foul trouble, so I knew I had to, get aggressive and make a couple shots.
I wouldn't just use your microphone for
Yeah,
both of you.
So, Shep, did they have to set your nose or do anything with it, and how much of a hassle is it just kind of walking around?
It's not that bad. They did have to reset it. I got to reset it today, so it's not that painful. It's not actually.
And Lamar, can you talk about a guy like Shep stepping up? You're down a couple of guys, to have a veteran who has been through this to step up in a game like this and take care of business.
I knew he would. We just have a lot of confidence in all our players. So when someone goes down, we just talk about next man up. And Shep being our leader, I knew he would have a big game. So I'm happy for him, and everybody stepped up. Honestly, the young guys and Jamar Wheeler, and also Nas stepped up big, and so did Satchel.
Lamar, does it change your offensive attack when there are two bigs on the floor?
I just try to pick my spots. I just go to spots where I'm comfortable on the floor, and I feel like I'm comfortable in all three levels of the court. So when it's just two bigs on, I just have a little bit more space. But it's something we practiced a lot over the summer, something I worked on. So I'm pretty comfortable.
Shep, obviously, right here. Hi. Obviously, Jamari got a lot of run tonight. What did you see from him, just from his first extended appearance here?
I thought he played great. He played 36 minutes, first time in his career. He had 4 assists, 1 turnover. He came in and set the table. He changed the pace, and that's what he's supposed to do. He did his job. He came in and played great defense. He had a great game. He had a great game to me. He came in and stepped up when we needed him the most.
Lamar, what was your mindset when you kind of got in that foul trouble early on, and what was the message your teammates are kind of sending you with Tony kind of being out and you kind of being a guy they're leaning on to step up?
I just learned a lot from my freshman year, and just being in foul trouble a couple times during last year. I just knew it's a new half, clear mind, and not to worry about fouling. So I think just maturing over that time and just having my brothers knowing they have my back and just reminding me that there's a whole new half, that it made it so much easier to pick it up in the second half.
How did you guys kind of respond to finding out Josh wouldn't be able to play today, and given the circumstances of what appears to be a little bit of a freak incident?
Yeah. I was in shock when I first found out, but that's what happens. That's what happens. When you're playing, we got a lot of guys that just work hard, so injury happens, and like I said, next man up. And I knew we had guys that were prepared, that really worked really hard over the summer. So I was upset that Josh was injured, but I knew that we would still be ready.
And I guess by extension, is that different than maybe past years for you guys, having confidence in your 7, 8, 9 guys to be able to contribute?
Yeah, definitely. This year, we can go a little bit deeper into our bench and play with confidence. We can still, play the same way, or, change up our scheme, maybe press up a little bit more, just because more athletes is on the bench. But it's great. We can go deep into our bench and play confidently, and still maybe extend the lead or keep the pressure on the other team. So it was great to see that tonight. It was our first time going that deep into the bench.
You guys built that big lead in the first half, and then they crawled back into the game, and by halftime it was a 3-point game. What was the mindset going into halftime after they made that last shot?
We had a couple guys in foul trouble early in the first half, so we knew that we would get them back in the second half, and we would turn it up a little bit in the second half, just because we knew we would play better defense and concentrate more on the defensive end in the second half. So we came out and played more confidently, applied more pressure, and let the chips fall where they may.
Shep, what was, as a guard, what was your mindset going into the game defensively, knowing you weren't going to have a guy like Josh Reeves? Coach talked about how well guys like you and Jamari played defensively tonight.
That's been my main focus. One of my main focuses this year is trying to lock up on defense. You know, being the leader of one of the leaders of the team, you know, you got to play defense. You got to start off, you know, set the tone early in the game and play defense. So in the summer, I wanted to focus on, you know, trying to guard better. And today, I was able to, you know, improve the work I put in the summertime. Being that Josh was out, I got to play more defense.
Shep, on a lighter note, you're kind of a stylish guy. What did you think about your fashion statement with the mask and the uniform? And you had a lot going on there.
Yeah. You should have saw the first one I had.
What was it like?
It was like a it was like a beige one. It was like a superhero mask, and I practiced in it, but I just got the clear one today, so I felt better about it going into the game. I could see the whole court.